Morning guys, it is 6 o'clock in the morning and on Monday of all days. I'm actually early at recording a coffee time, which is a miracle in its own right. Just gotta slide that over, sorry about that. I'm in the middle of doing a little bit of spring cleaning, well, summer cleaning I should say. And yeah, I found some old stuff that belonged to my girlfriend, my ex-girlfriend now, and kind of put me through a bit of a mental loop. And so I'm here, I've got a coffee. In fact, let me just angle that down a wee bit. There we go. Everyone keeps saying, why is it always so dirty behind you? It's not, I'm cleaning it. I am cleaning it, guys. I will be going live later on today. I will have an in-house admin mod. They'll be on the second computer moderating chat and doing a few other things. I will be doing some Star Wars Galaxies stuff, so that'll be awesome. And what else? Yeah, I've got a friend spending a couple of days with me, so I'll be on again, off again, doing content for them as well as me. We're doing a collab together. It's not your normal YouTube content, this is spicy content I'll be recording with this person, so that'll be on our respective content sites. I can't mention elsewhere, and no, I don't link them on YouTube. YouTube is a completely separate entity to my professional job. I do cybersecurity freelance here and there, but I majority the thing that makes me the most money right now is doing adult content. I don't have a OF, an OnlyPans or anything like that. I don't have anything like that because I'm sorry, I'd rather keep my money instead of paying them. So yeah, and this is why the Twitch streams have been very few and far between, mostly because I have been busy making money and various other things of that nature. And yeah, so I've been quite busy doing things of that like that. And what more can I say? Hopefully I can get some issues fixed with one of my server admin sites, because we use PayPal, and PayPal are cracking down on anyone making spicy content. They're doing a whole thing of what's the word I'm looking for? More purist kind of content, and the stuff I do really isn't sex-based adult content, and people are like, what? Yeah, it's not sex-based adult content. The adult content I make is more kink related, so bondage, BDSM, things of that nature. That's more what I do. So I'll be doing that. We have a place rented, so I'm gonna go get my rental car, and we're gonna go over there. We'll be there for about 4 or 5 hours, shooting a whole bunch of content for her channel as well as mine. She's more established than I am, so. But I know her outside of her kink related stuff. So and she, you know, we met at the Munch a couple of times, and she likes what she sees, and she's even turned around and said to me, you know, that she's even been asking around, and I've been vetted by other people, and they said, oh yeah, you know, he's a great guy, he's not gonna do you dirty or anything like that, which I won't. So there's that. Also, I got a letter. I got a freaking card. I haven't mentioned this. I've had this card now for about 2 or 3 weeks. I just haven't had time to talk about it, so I want to talk about it. This is actually from one of my viewers. This card is something that they designed and made and painted and drew and sent it to me. It came all the way from Poland. So thank you. And the only Polish I know is Kurwa. And I'm not even sure if I'm even pronouncing that correctly. So, but I know what it means. I'll tell you a funny story. I was working at back of war factories up in Spalding. And one of the guys I was working with was Polish. And every other word out of his mouth was Kurwa. And I didn't know what the hell it meant. Because again, you know, not really been around a lot of Polish people. And so in a passing conversation I had with this person, I'm like, who the hell's Cobra? And he goes, oh, he's and basically he set me up. I walked into the trap, he set me up, and I walked into it. And he told me, oh, it's a guy over there, and he even put down on the paperwork that there is a person called Cobra, and I'm the department head, and so I'm trying to find this guy called Cobra, and I'm walking around the factory. Yeah, I'm not even kidding you. Walking around the factory yelling, Kurwa, Kurwa, where are you? Kurwa. Half the Polish people were looking at me like I'm crazy and laughing. And the English people were like, do you know what you're saying? I'm like, no, I don't. And they're like, and eventually a friend of mine, well, she's now a friend of mine. At the time, she was completely strange. She pulled me to the side. She was like, Kurwa is Polish for fuck. So I'm like, oh. Egg on my face. So I've been walking around the factory yelling fuck. And she starts bursting out laughing. He goes, yeah, you have. And I yelled out, Stavon! And he runs. And he just starts laughing. And it was just shit like that I miss when I worked at Back of War. Some of the people there were pretty cool. They were pretty goddamn cool. And I mean that. They were awesome motherfuckers. And I do miss those guys. I do miss working here. I have some YouTube content. I'm in the middle of editing while I'm recording, which is why I love this new processor and rig and stuff that I've got. I recorded the first descent, my first take on what is the first descent, which to me, it's an interesting game, but big finger in the air. The main hub is awfully confusing, and I'm not even kidding you. The main hub is incredibly confusing to me. I had such a hard time figuring out where to go, what's a mission, what's an NPC, what's a static NPC. It was throwing so much shit at me on the screen, I was getting overloaded. So someone who has like ADHD or something like that is going to have a really hard time with that game. I wish I'm lying, but I'm not. The game is. It looks like it's fun to play. I'm not gonna lie, it does. It looks like it's fun to play, but at the same time, it throws so much at you so fast. And I mean, it throws so much at you so fast. Like, this pops up, that pops up, this pops up, that pops up. This, to the point where I was thinking, do I not have a pop-up blocker? It literally looked like going to a Geosites website in like 1999, trying to find a fucking ROM for Pokemon Red or something like that. It was just ridiculous. It literally was ridiculous. And you'll see that in the video. Ironically, I'm actually about to just... Welcome back, guys. See? Legit, I'm about to hit render on it. Render as... And I'm about to hit render. There we go. And it's rendering away. Chomp, 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 chomp. Namely, I've got 2 of the rigs up and running again. I'm on the second rig is the painting rig that's over on the painting table. I need to get some decent quality webcams, so I'll be picking up a second Logitech C920. That's what this one is. I do like the C920 simply because it has the digital zoom and the autofocus and things like that and whatnot. And it just has so much bells and whistles. Plus this camera now is almost 10 years old. I remember buying this Logitech C920 when I lived in Utah, when I first started streaming, and I had this really potato horrible webcam, which is ironic because I still have that sucker because it's over there and I'm using it for the overhead for the painting computer, for the painting YouTube channel called Malavictus Inc. I will post a link in, I'll pin a link to that channel in the description of this place. Go check it out if you're interested in watching model painting, daily vlogs, things of that nature. I try to keep the coffee time with Cobra stuff here on the Deceptive Cobra's channel. The old Malavictus channel was more of a how I do stuff. Like, I used to do a lot of paper titans, which literally you're folding paper into shapes and using plaster card and cutting and gluing and whatnot, and this is before 3D printers. Okay, now as you can see, 3D printers, I just 3D print stuff. But back then I used to make paper templates and just literally I made titans. I made knights, hounds and titans, and the biggest titan I made was an emperor class titan 2 scale, which means it was 6 foot tall. I'm 6'1". It was fucking huge. I had to rotocast. This is how old that was. I had to rotocast using plaster of Paris the cathedral to go on its shoulders, and I had to use freaking metal pipe because PVC was bending. It was that heavy, and that sucker stood in the corner of my streaming room. And I even had some of my Space Marines sitting on top of the Titan. It was huge. Huge. And then my ex-wife sent me a video of her smashing it up with a hammer with her and her new boyfriend, just to try and get under my skin. Didn't work, bitch. Didn't work. No, I don't hold any grudges or ill will against my ex-wife. I just don't. Holding on to someone you hate takes so much more energy out of you if you just let go and move on. So that's all I did. I just let go and I moved on. I've got a beautiful woman in my life by the name of Janet. I'll just tell you her first name. Her name's Janet. She's a lovely woman. She is the mother to my 3 adopted boys and my adopted daughter. Love them to bits. They live in Texas, that's all I'm going to say, and I can't wait to head back home. And yes, as much as I used to hate Texas when I lived in Utah, because that's where Mustang muscle cars go to die, because you idiots don't know how to fucking drive a muscle car in Texas for some reason. But other than that, Texas is a wonderful place. I went to Lufkin, Texas to pick someone up and drive them back to Utah, so I did like a little 3-4, I think it was a 4 or 5 day drive. I even did a video vlog of it, of the drive from Utah to Texas and back. It's on the Malavictus Inc. channel, you can go check it out. It's called The Road Trip from Hell. Go check it out. There's even a beautiful car museum in New Mexico? Or is it Arizona? One of those 2 states. We went down and across. We didn't go through Colorado because it's Colorado. And so we went down straight through Shiprock. Yeah. It was in Arizona. New Mexico. No, Arizona. New Mexico. New Mexico. It's in New Mexico. See? The old Mark 1 brain gets there in the end. It was in New Mexico. And we had such an amazing time on that drive. We took turns driving because my ex-wife hated driving at night because of her eyesight and whatnot. She was supposed to wear glasses and she hadn't got her prescription fixed in like 6 years, so her glasses were woefully out of date. And so I would drive while she was doing stuff like that. My hobby store that I do my bolt action, my 40k, my Star Wars Legion, my Magic the Gathering, and now Star Wars West End Games D6. I now do that at a place called Eclectic Games. Big shout out to these guys. They are moving to a bigger venue, which means more tables, more to do, more games, more stuff to buy, which is freaking awesome. Especially in this current economy, the fact that they are moving from a little rinky-dink shop in Smelly Alley. If you know the Reading area, you know Smelly Alley. They are moving from Smelly Alley to somewhere completely different. It's a lot more spacious, a lot more big, a lot more open, and a lot more fun, to the point where I can take some of my friends and their kids to this place and chill out, hang out, and play, instead of me renting a small little corner in a pub and trying to fight off the want to drink and various other things and stuff, while trying to plot revenge and stuff, because they figured out a way how to fix my Lich King's curse. Long story short, one of the guys in my group is a GM, and he loves to try and meta game me as a GM. He's constantly like, no, you're supposed to do this, no, no. Who the fuck is running this campaign, me or you? Me. Shut it. You know, sometimes you have to lay the smack down on people. It is what it is. And so I killed his character. It's that simple. He failed a roll, and a 400 by 400 4-ton metric square ice block fell on him and squished him. It was either that, or it was going to make it into a really great big fat oiled up sumo wrestler, and he was going to get the Rikishi clam slam. But his character's dead now, so fuck him. Rule of thumb: do not fuck with the GM's plan. Just go with the story, go with the flow, go with the fun. Don't be that dick. Okay, seriously, don't get me wrong, have fun, have an idea of what you want to do with your character in your head, but for Christ's sake, have fun. It's the sole purpose of meeting up with your mates and throwing dice and having fun. It's not Monopoly, okay? You don't have to be so cutthroat. Just chill, breathe, relax. Chill, Winston! Okay, just chill, bro. Just chill. So, anyway, killed his character. Fuck him. Don't care. He flipped table. He literally damn near almost flipped the table and stormed off and said I was a shit GM and da da da. I was like, no, you're the one who failed the dice, even though it said warning, death trap. You were like, oh, I know more than you. No, you don't. Rule of thumb: stop assuming you're the smartest person in the room. You're not. Just full stop. You're not. Even if you're the only person in the room, like right now, I'm not the smartest person in the room. I'm not. I'm just not. And nor are you, the person watching this video. By the way, I just want to say a big shout out. We actually broke the 530 subscriber mark. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you. It means so much to me. If you really do like this channel and you like the content that the What the Hell series is, which I'm trying to bring back more of. Everyone keeps accusing me of plagiarizing Cynical Brit. Okay, first things first, he's dead. God rest his soul. Amazing guy. Loved his content. Loved his WTF series of videos. That's all I'm trying to do. Is I'm trying to bring him back. I'm trying to keep him relevant. I'm trying to keep his honor and his memory alive. Okay, that's all. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to be the next Total Biscuit. Sorry. Why did I say Cynical Brit? Anyway, I'm not trying to be the next Total Biscuit. I'm not. I'm just trying to keep and honour his memory alive. That's it. That's all I'm trying to do. That's it. Same as my weapons reviews for Enlisted. I do those in the style of Xbox Ahoy. A person who's no longer old school YouTuber who's no longer around. He's just stopped uploading. He doesn't make any content anymore, ever again. He just stopped. No one knows what happened to him. He just poofed and disappeared. And so again, to honour his memory, to honour the fun and enjoyment that I used to get from watching his weapons guide videos, and it helped me be a better player in Black Ops 1. It really did. Especially, I loved the M1 Garand in Black Ops 1. Simple, pop, pop, you're dead. Pop, pop, you're dead. Pop, pop, oh, pop. You know. And what helped me with that guide was how I watched Xbox Ahoy play. And I was like, I have to try and do something like that. I didn't clone him. I took what he was teaching, and same as Iflin, amazing YouTube content creator. Please go check him out. Iflin does a lot of content in Warframe, and he taught me a lot about the modding system in Warframe. And now my Warframes are walking into rooms and things are just dying instead of it being the other way around. And I learned all of that from Iflin and Tactical Potato and all those other crazy Irish people. I don't know why a lot of Irish content creators on YouTube love playing Warframe. But I follow those guys, and again, Chef's Kiss, I love those guys, they're amazing. I'm in the middle of doing some content similar to that based on Star Wars Galaxies. Yes, I know the Sony SOE servers are no longer around, but there's still emulators out there. In fact, I'm playing one right now. It's called Star Wars Galaxies Beyond. Okay, I will post a link to their website down below. Click it, follow, join, talk to the community, jump on the forums, ask questions, look at what they're doing content-wise, things of that nature. They've been around for 6 years now. That's almost as long as Legacies, and Legacies is a server that was loosely based and backed by Sony for a while. So go freaking figure. And so Star Wars Galaxies Beyond is up and running. It's been around for 6 years. I'm in it. I've got my crafting little base set up. I've got a bounty hunter that's level 90. I'm working on getting my medic beastmaster to 90 right now. And then once they're done, I'll be working on getting the Vanguard level 90, which I will be live streaming the Vanguard gameplay again today, guys, so you guys will get to see how the Vanguard works. It's basically just a lesser Jedi. I hate to say it like that, but to summarize it and to literally boil it and condense it all down, the Vanguard class in Star Wars Galaxies Beyond is like a little sprinkle of commando, a little sprinkle of medic, and a big old chunk of Jedi. And just wash it all around. You don't get lightsabers before you ask. You do not get lightsabers or anything like that. So there's no, if you want that, be a Jedi. But what you do get is, with the Vanguard class, you can go bodyguard route, which is basically you got toggle abilities. So you toggle these buffs on a specific target. Could be your pet, could be. I genuinely think the Vanguard class would make a good Beastmaster. So that's the route I'm gonna take my Vanguard. I'm going to take him Beastmaster Vanguard, just to see if that would work. Where I'm literally just buffing the heck out of my pet. Problem with the Vanguard class is the Vanguard class doesn't really get any heals like the Medic class does. Medics are perfect for a Beastmaster class because you need to dump a lot of bloody points into Beastmaster. I wish that Star Wars Galaxy, I wish SWG Beyond would turn the Beastmaster class into an actual class itself, where you can go out into the wild, you can inspect a creature, you can try and tame a pup or whatever, things of that nature, and then you bond with it, you feed it, you teach it tricks, things of that nature. It becomes bonded to you, and you walk off with it, and it's now your pet, like the old school Beastmaster class. That is what I want. I want something like that. Don't get me wrong, I like the DNA, crafting side, and you got to figure out ISOs, LISOs, hydros, I genuinely want them to come up with a more simpler way to refine hydros, instead of needing 100 of these, 5 of these, 10 of these, 9 of these, and then you got to wait 12 hours and hope that you get the A or the B and the C and the D and then the E, and then you got to recombine them all together again, and it's listen, ain't nobody got time for that. Right? Ain't nobody got time for that. If you do, good for you, boo-boo. But ain't nobody got time for that. Okay? Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Especially me. Like I said, I'm busy doing content creation on both in video game, non-video game wise. I'm also in talks with an old friend who lives in Europe about me going over for a trip, hopefully before Christmas. So there's that. I'm going, let's see, I was invited to a convention, a kink-related convention in Canada, but it was a bit too late for me to get the visas and stuff that I needed to go, because I was being paid to be there, and that means work, and I didn't technically need a work visa, and a whole bunch of other weird shit, and it was just too short notice. So that went sideways. What else? I did one in Poland, but I wasn't being paid for that, so there's no visas required. I just literally took a 39 euro flight, landed, was there for like a weekend. I spent more on the hotel than I did the flight, back and forth. It was amazing. It was like 39 euros or 60 euros round trip. That's what I did. I did a 60 euro round trip, and the hotel was 70 euros for the weekend. So it was like 35 euros a night. I landed, wasn't really jet lagged, so it's only an hour's difference, maybe 2. Did the event. I was in Krakow. No, it wasn't Krakow. Was it? Yeah, it was Krakow. Yeah, I was in Krakow. did the event, did the convention, the thing, and then did the interview, did the speech, because I was giving a speech to someone. Got all that done, spent the night. Next thing in the morning, got on a plane, flew back. No, sorry, the day after, flew back. And that was it. And it was amazing. And it was fun. And wasn't fun getting back from Luton. I spent longer getting back from Luton Airport back to where I am here, because I had to go from Luton to King's Cross, from King's Cross to Paddington, and then from Paddington to here. And there was like a minimum of an hour's wait each time for each train. And I spent more on the trains than I did on the flight. Why is it cheaper for me to get a fucking plane? And I'm sorry, this is aimed at anyone in the UK who works in the fucking government or the rail system, right? Why is it more expensive for me to get a fucking train inside England from where the fuck I'm at to my mum in Cambridge, yeah, and back again? Yeah, it's like it's almost £200. It's like £100 each way, and yet it's 39 fucking euros for me to get a flight to Germany or Poland. Make it make sense. You can't. You're not putting any new rail down. And don't tell me, oh, about the Queen Elizabeth route. No, fuck no. The rail between fucking King's Cross and Peterborough has never, you've had repair work done. You've not put any new fucking lines down. None. And even then, you've put no new lines down from Peterborough to March or to fucking wherever I need to go. Boston, Peterborough, wherever. Spalding, wherever. Nowhere. None. Zero. Zip. Nada. Nothing. And yet the costs still keep going up and up and up and up and up, and the service keeps going down and down and down and down and down. You've got stations that are literally falling apart. The March train station, the gangway to walk from platform from the north and south platform to the east and west platform, you can't cross it because it's crumbling. There's even a fucking sign up that says "Do not cross." It needs to be pulled fucking down. If you want to literally go from one side of the station to the other, you have to leave the station, walk around the station, come back across the train tracks where the cars park, and go right back into the other side of the station, because you can't walk across the fucking gangway. Nah, forget about it. This is your problem. This is your problem. I'm literally doing Italian hands. I'm that mad. But again, tickets to go from where I live to where my mum is, so I can even go visit my mum, my brother, who's just become a granddad, I might add. I've not even met the little kid, I've not seen any of my family in over a year and a half, because it's just too fucking expensive. Not giving a shit about carbon tax and blah 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 blah. That's bollocks. Bollocks. Same as the cost of water. Why the fuck does the cost of water keep going up and up and up and up and up? No new pipes are being put. In fact, you're having a problem with the pipes that you already fucking have. And the fact that they're falling apart and you're not repairing them. Why? Why? You've been to inquiry in front of inquiry in front of inquiry in front of how many fucking members of parliament, and you keep giving the same bullshit answers. Well, we've got to look after our shareholders. No, you're not going to have any fucking shareholders, you stupid cunt. You're not going to have any fucking shareholders soon, because if you keep this shit up, there's certain little things inside the British government that means we can just walk up to a water company and say, this now belongs back to us. Fuck your shareholders. fuck everything else, we'll fix all the fucking pipes, and then knowing fucking Labour or the fucking Conservatives, they'll pour all this money back into the fucking infrastructure and then just sell it back for fucking pennies on the fucking pound to the fucking to the fucking private companies again, and then all of a sudden prices are going to go through the roof again, and everything's going to fall apart again because they're too fucking bone-eyed and lazy to fucking pay someone to simply just turn off a fucking tap. Cunts. I do not willfully want the downfall of someone. I don't. But I want Keir Starmer to just not exist. That's it. I just poof, gone. And his shit fucking suit, just untailored shit suit, I might add. Dude, your fucking shoulders are just... Custom Austin Reed. Custom Richard Franklin's. I fucking tailor my suits. I have them tailored. Do you fucking understand? You want to know why I look like the bee's knees and the dog's bollocks and you look like a fucking dinner lady's lunch? You stupid cunt. Go to a better tailor. You. Not that any decent fucking tailor worth their salt wants you in their fucking establishment. Ugh. So do not make me one-up you like I just fucking did. Because I will knock it out the park. Anyway, this video's been going on for like 30 minutes. I've been on a rant and a tangent. I apologise, guys. I'm going to finish. This coffee's almost finished anyway, So, video's been going on far too long. Thanks for hanging out. You guys are awesome. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Peace.